Welcome back to another episode, GW. I'm Barry Vargas, and this is GWeek from home. Don't you hate when you miss an event that everyone else attended? Well, this new social media platform has you covered. In Real Life, or IRL, is an event social network platform that provides its users the ability to plan, attend, and discover events happening in their area. GW has been chosen to be a pilot program and has now local events for students to attend. Clubs, students, and faculty can now stay up to date on academic, social, and sporting events, both virtual and physical, by downloading the app in the App Store. This month marks 4 months that protesters have been camping out in New Delhi, India. Farmers have been protesting since November over an agricultural bill that was passed that gives farmers the ability to sell their products in an open market. Prior to this law, the Indian government guaranteed prices on crops to better aid farmers in investment decisions for their next crop cycle. The farmers are claiming that the new law gives big corporations the ability to price drop and would lead to an unstable agricultural market, which would affect an estimated 58% of India's population. Last week, McDonald's announced that High C Orange would be making a comeback after 4 years. This comes after years of loyal McDonald's protesters have been occurring. The fast food giant will only have High C Orange in select locations for this month. However, they plan to get the treat nationwide by June. To find out when your McDonald's will get High C Orange, check out mcdfinder.com starting February 15th. As we are now halfway through Black History Month, the Multicultural Student Service Center at GW launched their virtual Black is Blank celebration series. GWeek's Giovanna Lino has the story.
Throughout February, GW's Black Heritage Celebration Committee hosted a series of virtual events to celebrate Black History Month. By partnering with other organizations such as the Black Student Union and the African Student Association, the committee highlighted the theme Black is to focus on the varieties of personalities, careers, identities, cultures, and more that are part of the diverse Black community both at GW and abroad. On Thursday, February 11th, the Black Heritage Celebration Committee partnered with Alianza, a recently founded GW organization centered around uplifting Afro-Latinx women, to host an open mic night for students to participate in storytelling. The theme of the night was Black is What I Say It Is, and it focused on providing Black students, including Afro-Latinx students, with an opportunity to highlight what being Black means to them through artistically presenting their diverse backgrounds and experiences. We spoke to Melanie Blanco, a junior and vice president of Alianza, and Nalia Medina, a junior who participated in the event and serves as president of Alianza, about their goals and experiences organizing and participating in BHC.
Hi, I'm Melanie Blanco. I'm a current junior, and I'm the vice president of Alianza. For Alianza as an Afro-Latinx org, mostly composed of women and for women, we thought that since this was our first year participating in BHC and being invited, I think that it was important for us to create a space for people to share their experiences through art. And we thought that, given how difficult it has been to sort of connect to other people online, we thought that an open mic was the perfect opportunity to do. And we were just so grateful for the turnout and how great the event turned out to be. Given that the sort of central theme of the BHC celebration was Black is, we sort of wanted to sort of create a space where dialogue through art could be created and talked about, because I feel like sometimes it's very difficult to sort of express that you are Black, given that you might not be considered what the traditional definition is, or you don't have what is the Americanized way of the way that sort of Black has been Americanized here. And so I think that for us as an org, it was important to sort of acknowledge the African diaspora and how people under that are also Black. So we thought that this was a great way to sort of host one event that could have the potential to be very powerful and give people the opportunity to sort of talk about different versions of Black and through different art forms. And I thought that through the poems and through the music and other things that people shared in the event, that it was very clear that people were sort of hinting towards and talking about different Black experiences, even though they're all categorized under like one demographic.
Hi, everyone. My name is Nalia Medina. I am also a junior at GW, and I am the president of Alianza, but was also a participant during the open mic. So when we were planning the open mic, I wasn't planning on participating whatsoever until Esme, who hosted the event on behalf of Alianza, she reminded me of this photo series. She was one of the few people that I had shared this project with. And I was thinking about it. I was like, I don't know. I don't really share these images with a lot of people. But I figured once I thought about it a little bit more that considering we were virtual and I had the opportunity to like share my screen, I feel like that could have worked because I don't think in like a traditional open mic setting, if we were in person, I would have been able to share those images. So I just realized that, that photo series was my form of activism back in high school. So I just felt like it was very fitting to the theme, and our Black is what I say it is, our, the title of our event. I feel like what my friends had to share in those images was very reflective of what we were trying to portray through our event. The fact that we were invited to participate this year, that meant a lot to me, and I know to all of our other e-board members, because kind of similar to what Mel touched on, I just feel like there are a lot of voices, especially in the Afro-Latinx community at GW, that are often left ignored in these conversations. And so I feel like BHC as a whole does a great job of showing the GW community that we are in fact here and that our voices do really matter. And it also goes to show like the support that we have, from org to org or just students to students. Like I really was not expecting the turnout that we got yesterday. And I also feel like when I first got to GW, I also felt like the community of color and the Black community was also divided within itself. And I feel like in the last year, we've done a good job, just like as a whole, the community as a whole has done a good job at, learning from each other and what it means to be Afro-Latinx, and the fact that, our voices do matter in this conversation about what it means to be Black.
For the duration of the Black History Month, BHC and Alianza will continue to host a series of virtual events for students to celebrate their take on the diversity of Blackness, as well as celebrate and acknowledge the values, history, and traditions of the many who identify with being Black. For GWeek, I'm Giovanna Lino.
Thanks, Giovanna. Former President Donald Trump's second impeachment trial in the Senate has been underway this past week. The impeachment managers have provided evidence for a link between Donald Trump's statements before the riots and the violence that ensued moments later. Trump's defense argued that the Democrats' portrayal of the president is misrepresenting his actions. On February 13th, in a 57-43 vote, the Senate voted to acquit former President Donald J. Trump. That's all we have for this week. Thanks for tuning in, and make sure to check us out at gw-tv.com or on our Instagram at GWeek News. Have a great day.